Hi there, you're watching Warhammer Time. My name's Rich, and today on Warhammer Time, for the first time, I'm not going to be talking about Warhammer. I've got a game tonight, and I'm going to be playing the A Song of Ice and Fire miniatures game. If you haven't played the A Song of Ice and Fire miniatures game, which is based on the books by J.R.R. Martin, you are missing out. It is a great game. I absolutely love it, and I'll explain why in some of the videos that I make going forward, and that hopefully you'll watch. Now I'm going to demonstrate just one of the reasons that I really like this game, in the ease in which I'm going to prepare for tonight. So I am playing the Targaryens tonight, and the first unit that I've chosen is the Targaryen Dothraki Outriders. So as you can see, this isn't a new box. I haven't bought this today, but if I had, I'd be able to do exactly the same thing. You take the miniatures out of the box, you put them onto their movement tray, they are ready to play. There is no assembly whatsoever, not even a tiny bit, no gluing. You want to paint your miniatures, as most people do, obviously you can paint your miniatures. If you want to play the game, you take the miniatures out of the box, you put them on the movement tray, they are ready to go. So my Dothraki Outriders are a 6-point unit. In A Song of Ice and Fire, you generally play to 40 points. The recommended game size in the rulebook are 30, 40 or 50. Most people seem to be playing 40, and 40 is what we're playing tonight. So I've got 6 points only there in my Dothraki Outriders. Then I am going to field 2 of the dragons. I think they're Rhaegon and Drogon that I've got there. They are normally 7 points each, but because I'm going to have Daenerys as one of my non-combat units, that reduces the price of one of them to 6. Again, as you can see, just take them out of the box, put them on little movement trays, little tiny ones, and they are ready to go. Daenerys doesn't have a movement tray because she is a non-combat unit. So this is something which is really cool about the A Song of Ice and Fire game, which doesn't come up in any other games that I know of anyway. True to the books, some of the most important characters in A Song of Ice and Fire are not necessarily going to be on a battlefield. That might be a waste of their talents, or they might be considered too important to be on the battle. Cersei's never in a battle. Daenerys, I don't think, really takes a big part in battles. And, you know, arguably, lots of the kings, queens, rulers are not actually important on the battlefield. They're more important making decisions. How do I open this box? So this is the bigger box from the Targaryen starter set. Now, I may well do a TikTok in a minute just about this starter set, because it is such good value, as are, I think, in my opinion, most of the A Song of Ice and Fire starter sets. So I need my, oops-a-daisy, he's falling there. I'm going to have another NCU in my army. This is Illyrio, I forget his second name. So what I was saying about the NCUs, yes, so they play on a tactics board. So you have a piece of card which has 5 slots on it called the tactics board, and instead of activating one of your combat units on your activation, you can move one of your NCUs, one of your non-combat units, onto one of those tactics spots, and that will give you an advantage. For example, one of them gives 3 wounds back, one of them gives a unit a free maneuver, one of them gives a unit a free attack, stuff like that. Okay, so the other unit that I've got there is my Dothraki Screamers. So that's another 6-point unit. So what I've got, we'll ignore that Daenerys, I've got too many Daenerys. I've got my unit of Outriders, 6 points. I've got 2 dragons, one is 7 points and one is 6 points. I've got my Screamers, that's 6 points. Daenerys, who's going to be off the board, remember, is 5 points. Illyrio, who's also off the board, is 4 points. I need one more NCU, I think, to get me up to 40. That's what I'm going to choose. So you can have up to 3 NCUs. There are only 5 spots though. So if you both have 3, someone's going to miss out each turn. Now what I need are my Targaryen heroes. And where are they hanging around? Here they are. So I'm going to have Barristan Selmy. So Barristan Selmy, he's going to be my other NCU. And what I didn't pick out on the main box is I need a commander. Now your commander isn't any additional points. Obviously everyone always has to have one, so I think that's why they've done that. Now my commander is going to be a guy called Khal Drogo. pretty cool guy. Now I could attach my commander, so all the commanders have to be attached to a unit. I could attach him to either of these. You can go with the Outriders or with the Screamers. You can't go with the Dragons because they're a different type of unit. I'm probably going to put him with the Screamers, but I actually need to decide till tonight. So 6 points and 6 points is 12, plus another 6 is 18, plus 7 is 25. And then 3, I might have said Illyrio was 4. Oh, no, that's right. Illyrio is 4, and then the 2 other NCUs are 5 each. That takes us up to 39. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of the cards to upgrade one of my Outriders to an Outrider Co. So a commander. That makes them harder to hit by any enemies attacking. So this is my entire army. I have got 13 miniatures, 3 of which won't go on the table. Now, not all a Song of Ice and Fire armies like that by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, the most common unit is 12 miniatures, 3 rows of 4 of any of your normal type of infantry, but cavalry are always 4, and the dragons are a single piece. The cavalry all have 3 wounds each, the dragons have 8 wounds each, so that it doesn't make them remarkably easier to kill compared to an infantry unit. Although cavalry do use strength quickly in comparison, but I might talk about the rules in another little video. I just wanted to show you really how quickly I have prepared for tonight. So these are going to go back in the boxes. I'm going to take them to the War Games Club. I'm going to get them out, and I'm probably going to lose against Joe's Lannisters because so far I've only ever beaten him once. I'm going to try and be more tactical tonight. I'm going to try and keep my dragons alive. I'm going to use Illyrio to keep giving the wounds back. I'm going to use Daenerys to keep giving them extra attacks, and I'm going to do the best I can. Wish me luck. I might TikTok about it later. So keep your eyes peeled if you're interested in watching more about this game.